Alright, guys, I'm here. Um, Wait a minute, try to get the room together. Decided on more ice and another shot of espresso. um, I'm really thinking about just turning this one off. Sort of torn into shreds a bit. It's not the first time though. Hell, it's sort of a daily. Sort of a daily. The new things coming, go and add to those things. There are days where unexpected things sort of come about. It's happened a lot throughout many years. Today is one of those days. Ah, Prometheus. Funny. Real funny. Go ahead, Prometheus. Carry on. We'll wait for you to troll, get out whatever your issue is as a terrible human being and modulator. I don't care tonight. Go ahead. You got the floor. You got attention of strangers across the world. Sure, you'll be remembered in infamy for it, right? At the end of all these people's lives, you'll be exactly what, they think of. You're special, okay? Go ahead. Anything else terrible you have to add to humanity or the world or the darkness of the internet? Anything to make people's lives, the world, a shittier place tonight? Anything else for anybody in the human struggle out here amongst your fellow beings on this planet where life's hard enough? You got anything else to add to the darkness and the weight on their souls and in these stupid boxes and online? It's fucking prophetic that you'll be remembered for me. Or is this just a waste of your goddamn life or a waste of mine? Or both? Go ahead, you have the floor. Oh, repetitiveness, right, Prometheus? There's this about firing. Which is it? Distraction by stupid. Alright. How y'all feel about watching Prometheus all night? Anybody? Yeah, I'm not interested either, but we're just gonna let Prometheus have at it. Bothers me not. Does it bother you all? The only things like that shows what they do in Side Realms on purpose, probably, or purposeful, no matter what. Troll, scent, it doesn't matter. In the end, it's a shitty human doing shitty things. Y'all should see how many they're trying and failing to get through because they're held, because of word usage back here. It's fantastic. Prometheus is giving it hell. Hmm, weird. This one has a habit. Nice. 999 first stone. It's amazing. Amazing. Anyway, I'm gonna carry on now. At least it's given time for hopefully some of the others to be watching. As far as locals, hopefully good. And I know they are. And this is who this is intended for. Today, um, I'm choosing tonight to do this way instead of other ways, because I know tonight the other ways won't do any good. They may do more harm than good. I'm going to try very hard to watch what I say, so that others are kept safe. Unidentified, unknown, nothing to let these assholes out here in the world, or teams, or monsters, have any fucking clue. So they cannot be hunted, intimidated, harassed, made afraid any further. And hopefully enough though that they'll know who they are, and I'm sure they do. I'm sure word's gonna cross ways if it's not already, say it has. Hours ago. Today, not the first time, that other pieces or other things of I'm really in the struggle bus. Because so many reasons, goddamn. It's not just that, it's what you want to say to keep them safe, but also to make sure nothing is affected. That it doesn't branch in other areas where things can become known that don't need to be. And it's fucking a special type. Frustration, at the very least. So, sometimes things just happen because we're all us, right? We're here. The whole community is real to one another because we know so many others. We're real to one another instead of just flat images or entertainment, whatever the hell sanity this place is for people out there in the world. And tragedy criminalized organizations operating. You know, um, I just don't know if I can do this, but it needs to be done. It's the only way I know to do it. Today was one of those double lightning strike type of days. Run into people. Some I hadn't seen in quite a long time. Yeah, scrubbing. I'm like, staying away from everybody, miss all you guys. Staying away from everybody though. Because still being eaten alive. And I know they are aware of this because of who they are as well. And because of communications and people around them I have kept throughout the years. Because I know this grouping of people knows a whole lot. But I hadn't seen some of these quite a long time. But despite being very close, it's one of the other things. It's like worlds away. Quite a few years for some. In order to keep them safe, because of what surrounds some of us. So people and stalkers and the Yennifers and the Nanas and the teams and the oh my's and the fucking asshole monsters and whore bags and fucking jackasses of Ben Hill and the community and Scott H's fucking stalkers and, well, that would include Ryan and Jenny and Adrian and Prairie Gardens and Fred and, all that shit. It's fun. Right? So they cannot follow us back and forth and decimate, destroy, get near, suss out others. Fuck with others throughout all these years. Because that's what this place does. That's what these people do. And it's what a whole abundance of the locals and jackasses have helped with. A lot of it done on purpose. Whether these fuckfaces knew exactly what they were doing or not at certain points before they got too far in, some of them did so with intention from the beginning, though, inserting in and around. Oh, they damn sure did, and they still do. And that's part of the problem. Especially when a whole bunch of it's been directed. Now, like many, I know quite a few others who've been talked to, interviewed, etc. from the very beginning. I don't delve. Ain't none of my damn business. Who, what, where, when, why, what's said, so I'm ask. Never have, never will. Sometimes you're told certain things, though. Whether this realm or the world won't believe that. I mean, there are times when others do just come up and say things. There were several of those today. Talking, doing whatever. There are points with some where, like I was saying a minute ago, they're like, yeah, we understand. Understand why you've kept distance. Right? And most trainers do. A whole lot to see, like I've told you for years, what's being done. They also see it being done to others who are not online. A whole fuck ton of shit being done to others who are not even online and never have been. They know. A whole fuck ton of us know in this community what's being done to a bunch of people for years. I think it's very important to stress that. Especially tonight. Tonight, because some of us in this community were able to talk for the first time in a very long time. I'll learn about but it's nothing. Mm. It's different. And just nope. Mm-mm. Just more what I know a whole bunch of people. Goddamn. Goddamn. Oh. here today. Yeah, as we're all talking things, right? Things I know are true. Just like I said, I know a grouping of people, and I know there are other things they've seen witnessed throughout all the years prior to some ranching and since. But anyway, we're chatting. Man, I just stay away so that none of this shit can follow us to any of you all. Yeah. And like we know. And then they start talking about how pieces recently, which I mean, I know this particular group of people have been aware for years of certain creators in there, but recently, some things have come about again. Nothing new where it concerns these creators and my image or thumbnails or shit they talk about. Kids and I were not. Okay, recently someone else was targeted again. Maybe pieces were sent to let people know, certain families and people know, because certain ones here are indeed watching these fuckers to keep an eye and ear on that, because a whole lot of us in this community know these tragedy pieces of shit and the teams on the grounds are being used. And that there's vague shit to watch out for, whether it's get targeted or it's, we ain't dumb. We might have accents, we might be from hollers, but we ain't dumb. And locals are keeping an eye on it, and they are hearing the things maybe the public can't, but maybe like's intended to be for them. Is overhanging, hey look, we're gonna do extra shit or start doing this there if you don't, thing is, for some, they've been visited from the beginning. And so, certain things online are probably meant to not be obvious to the public, but to these people, to shut the fuck up or else, and that type of thing. Hell, sometimes some of the ones around here don't even, I think, know what they're doing. They're just waiting on orders from others. They don't realize why bigger, smarter investment teams, tragedy pimps, criminals, etc., are even handing down the orders, filtering on down to them before they get them saying or doing certain things that they may not even understand about a whole lot of creators here, dude. Today, I hear all about Prayer Garden and Ziggy. It's amazing how much those come up for certain ones throughout all these years. Pieces were sent from certain places. One of the locals caught wind. Certain things or whatever. Wildly enough, like always, and this was mentioned by the others today, they're like, why in the hell? They're like, we see, like, your picture was in it. Again. Like, how often does this fucking pathetic bitch use your picture? I'm like, hell, they all do, man. Every goddamn live stream. Like, they could be talking about, like, goddamn ocean oil spill, and they'd have my fucking picture for it. And like, we know, and we sort of joke about it. I was like, nah, I don't even pay, It's like, whatever. And they're like, man, this shit's crazy. And they're like, that prayer garden bitch. Man, she is awful. How in the hell does she keep getting away with this? Can't even believe she's allowed legally to do this. This is like she's not by the fucking cowardly fucking eyes. I was like, do you know criminally what could happen to her? Yeah, that's the cowardly bitch over it, what she's doing. And I was, it's known to these people too that throughout the community and from the beginning, that prayer garden was used by Ben Hill and others to script write, do certain dirty ass shit, start targeting others. I know great deal many who come through here, especially this many years on, are unaware of that, oblivious to it, and things have been cleansed. But that bitch really is the goddamn devil. She really is a super fucking piece of work. Ziggy is no better. Ziggy helped. She built Prayer Garden. About like everything else. And we're gonna get some receipts on Ziggy in the next couple days. Her and a few others on the payroll. Oh yeah, especially during certain dates and times. Huh, Ziggy? But here today, still, I just can't, there's mind blowing by what they see online, even after all these years, and after all they've seen is the rest of us. We all are. Every day, it's like, still shocked. It's like, how in the fuck does this place exist, and how are these created? I don't know, right? I know that in the talk today, it was like, man, we've known you our whole life. Cannot believe they're doing what they're doing to you and all the others. See, because most of the others they know too, obviously. these locals here, Summers community, unaware of one another, or what's being done, whether online or real life, right? Those two are. And inside of this community, whether you hear from others or not publicly, or whether they've ever spoken publicly. And things are being kept eyes on by the locals. It's always been so. And the hell of it is, most of these locals are even the ones who work for you motherfuckers out here in Tragedy Pimp Land. Some of you creators, alright? You little fucking stalkers, you sorry ass bastards, you dope heads, goddamn motherfuckers you got over here under investigation. Like, the work, I just can't with any of you guys. Even they come up to no shit. This is the ballsiness, Fabo. Fucking stupid. They'll do all this dirty ass shit to the rest of us. And act like we're stupid. And like, we're just fucking with everything. No, bitch, you're fucking with the rest of us. Stop. Like, we see you. Like, just stop. I mean, we know y'all wound up and shit with the tragedy, but just stop. Stop. And even your little fucking helpers will come online or done real life shit to us for you and do it every goddamn day. No better than what they're feeding you and the world about us. Or as they fucking stalk us or keep out, they know better. Bitch, we got them on recordings and shit. Don't we know better than what we told Jenny or Adrian or Ryan or AB or this one or that one or Prayer Garden or whatever, right? But we did it anyway. But we know you and everybody. We know you and you're so good to this one and that one and the other. But man, there's some of them here locally that are doing that, not just in Summers, but in several cases, man. And they're fucking hurting everything and everybody. Their own goddamn communities, they'll have time their own families. And damn sure Summer. And wildly enough, it's these motherfuckers and you all that are keeping others intimidated and harassed and afraid to come forward that are the real keys in Summer's case. why you was dinner you inserted in summer ship for her. And it was public. Because you were so interested. Oh, you live near her. You cared about her. You want her fat. Oh, and now, this many years later, here, you stupid junkie mouths. Well, I don't think so. We found. Bitch, I wonder why. Fuck have you all done? What are you still doing? Same shit you did in Boswell's. Same shit you did in Summers and Layla's Hotlands. Fuck you goddamn locals and you goddamn traders. And fuck you goddamn teams from Big Hill. You goddamn monsters. There's not enough fuck you in this universe. Diamond Bobs, you're gonna get the fuck out of my room. And I hope you really burn and rot in fucking hell if there is one. And the tears aren't for me. For the goddamn rage I feel what's been done. Summer's case by fucking monsters. Ignorant fucking bastards like you all across the internet. Helping fucking monsters. Helping go real life in all these cases. Just go fuck yourself. I wish that I could just pick up the phone, call one of the agents. Call Pruitt, message Lawson, message one of the others. But I can't do that. Jay Anderson, I don't know who you are. So for you to say you're from Shepherd or donating, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Unless you're one of the 4 billion whatever through years and or alt names or something. And I gotta tell you, the last anything donated was days ago, and I know exactly who did, and it's actually from my community one. Stop your bullshit. Man. It is, just, I don't, man. Like, yeah, y'all just gonna give me a minute. Alright. I'm back inside of the more ice was where it was at. Anyway, I'll try this again. Now that we're an hour and a half in, and certain people are pretty sure probably they've gotten the job done, and nobody will get this far, and the right ears and eyes won't hear it, and yeah. Yada yada yada, right? Same shit, different day. Yep. But I'm gonna bet they will. Hopefully, it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, came to my attention, my awareness, that someone around all this who's scared, afraid, mm, and that's where the you're not alone comes in. That I hope they hear tonight. All things sort of come to light in ways. One of those things is said to be that someone amongst us all here in the community maybe lied out of fear. For several reasons. Intimidation, visits, things they are facing separately. Well, actually, facing um um fear of maybe not being believed because of backgrounds. Fear of possibly being charged with something done to and I'll say it that way because I think this person is looking at this all wrong and is afraid that they could be charged with something done to them and others around them. I'm 110. I hope they understand my meaning. Because of what things are said to be. It's exactly what that is. These things were done to, not by. I think if they had an understanding, knowledge to know that they are one, and that there are others just like them out here. Some of the rest of us know about that are in fear too. We know of some still being seemingly kept eyes on or under control or whatever. Fucked with, especially lately. Uh, Especially around the dates that it's said that feds and others have been coming back in. So it does not surprise me in the least that recently something has maybe been vaguely done in or around line towards this family or these people either. Again, that I'm sure others knew they'd become aware of. Where they'd watched this. I'm afraid. Where they wouldn't go back and tell Ellie, TBI, FBI the truth. Like they've not for so many years. Maybe in the beginning thinking that to them it seemed like it had nothing to do with June 15th, or so therefore it wouldn't matter if they lied, but see, it does. It does matter. It's part of something. I'd like for them to know that it does matter. Every little thing matters. I know you're afraid. I know that you've said that you will not ever say, not even to the feds. I hope you change your mind, especially when you hear that there are others. You are not alone. Others hold evidence, not yet gotten, not yet gotten. I would, some of those others are afraid as well. They're holding on to certain things, I think for protection. These things of evidence hold a great deal many keys, I would imagine, to a great deal many things. In them, I would say you exist. Possibly. There's potential there. So that will help back you up. So no one can call you a liar. So no one can say you're seeking some sort of deal or this, there, and da. So nobody can discredit you. I hope you understand what I'm saying. I hope. I also know that I myself hold enough to help back you up. You aren't alone. You're not alone in so many ways. You're not the only one to get what I'd assume are intimidation visits very early on. The wild part is, and I'm not sure that you know, because I didn't know about them till a long time afternoon. The pieces are here. For those who probably came and intimidated visited, like they have so many others. Certain people have habits and behaviors and patterns. Some of these enjoy letting it out online for a couple different reasons. I found many of those moments here for the others. It's a marker for them. They enjoy that they're doing it. They make sure to mention it so that you all probably hear it, that they're doing this to, but also to, if it ever comes down to it, it's already a pre-flipped script shit. Or if it was taken note of by elite feds or anybody else, it would look totally innocent. And it's not. I know at a certain point here, I became aware that a couple of those making you probably feel certain types of ways made sure to mention little things. I'm sure that if you come forward or call whoever the agents and others were that already spoke to you, they will be able to see that. Know that that exists here. I know where pieces are here for that. Recently, it would seem that you've gotten another vague thing, right? So you'll hold that. I'd love to play out loud the piece I'm talking about here, but I can't without outing you or others, obviously. But I promise you the piece is here. An admittance of monsters, pre-flips, things, behaviors, patterns, they're not. And I would maybe guess LE Feds profilers, others have maybe already been able to discern if they're combining house group and on the ground and everything else is working. Things like that. I'd about bet on it. You matter and you're not alone. You matter a great deal to someone. To the truth and light around her. All I can do is ask that you contact whoever spoke to you. Please. You know someone. You know all of us. What you know matters. I understand you hold fear of charges. I'm not alien feds, I can't say. But I think you're thinking about things the wrong way. You're a victim and a survivor, not the other way. Either way, you know, Summer, isn't she worth it? No matter what. I know you hold fear of what you do or sing on, the things it can do, and maybe part of what you're afraid of there is threats that have been levied. I can't say. Sounds like it. Or just, you know, I just know you aren't alone. And I know the others, some of them, who haven't come forward yet either, would be aware of things and hold things to back you up, and you, them, and I'm hoping it would be heard through community ways. Just some of y'all came forward. So the rest didn't, so you'll know for a fact you're not alone. And I know it's a hell of a risk on the chance of my for some of you, but it may cost. I don't know. But I know that it would have to help law enforcement at least have a fuller picture. Lots of truths, keys for whatever direction or multiple things. Maybe that leads to finding some arrests of the person or persons responsible. I'll give you an example. Something stupid I run across. Being replayed for the 400th time over here today. Or maybe yesterday or day before. I don't know when. Hell, it could have been last week. I don't know. I didn't check on the thing. I'll give you an example of something here. It was trash ass tragedy events I know you're aware of, and others are. And it is definitely in the core group of fucking around and all these open and active cases, though really nothing more than a little shit staying on. It's because they do some horrendous dirty work in the background. Yeah. Definitely, whatever. This is one of, Prayer Garden and the rest buddies, for sure. Alright. Ernie's, not sure if you're aware who that piece of shit is. Probably so. But I touched on this button at some point. I think this morning. Might have been yesterday. Hell, I don't know. Tap's still up. But it was the same old shit, right? This hag dragging everybody, I don't know, something about summer in the title, hashtagging TBI over normal bullshit from them, right? Somehow mind fucking the entire sector of entertained people in the world. This idea that somehow them just dragging the shit everybody and lying on and creating errors, whatever it is, them solving Summer's case or something or whatever, but really what people are watching is the opposite. The destruction on purpose and the targeting of and all. Everybody around. Everything in this community. And out here in the real world. Our community. So, I clicked the button and then I skipped around. I was like, oh look. And just hours long of nothing bullshit. Just looks like. I think they spent a great portion of this mostly just dragging the shit out of Candace. It was even stupider than what Six Up was. Just, I don't know. Not sure if you know who that one is. Stay away from that one too. But anyway, man, just stupid shit. They do, right? That I know you've seen them do, others have seen them do, but and there's always some shit somewhere that's not that stupid sometimes, right? Much like you've received recently. Things we can hear, things I'm sure Ellie hears, you know, especially if said by certain characters around all this. And they can piece together just fine. And I'm not saying that like yeah, their whole thing. I just, okay. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Alright, I think this is it. But I'll give you an example.
I think it was bullshit that they put you in shoe for that long.
They put me in solitary A block. That's where Fred Hill is. That's where Fred Hill is now. A block. He's probably got my old cell. A05.
Dang.
From what I heard, though, he's in there for protection reasons, though, ain't he?
That's what they told me.
I reckon he got pretty. He got a rude awakening.
I think during that time, Fred got moved because his conversations with Ziggy were being recorded. He wasn't in danger. I mean, he's in there for just drug charges. Hell, no one in there is going to have a problem with that.
Like I said, the bitch is evil. She's gross. She's tragedy skank. She's also center core of this online group, doing all this for many years. Don't let her love views and subs and shit fool you. She's one dirty, dirty motherfucker around here. A little runner behind the scenes, if you will.
Bad.
Who we've never finished fully outing. One day I'll get around to it.
No, I think that was punishment for his conversations with Ziggy getting put on the internet. At least that's what I was told.
He didn't want to come in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe that story. He probably ripped somebody off, is what it is. Fred Hill used to roam around. I'd get up, like if I got up at 2 o'clock in the morning or something and looking around, he'd be out on somebody's horse with a flashlight, riding around
That's
for
weird.
who knows what reason,
That's weird.
all night long. I caught him one time. I went to talk to him. I talked to him several times because I thought he has to know something. I caught him on other people's property, taking stuff from other people's property.
Oh, that's what he's doing.
The tones of this one, right? Dead ass tales.
On the horse thing with a flashlight.
Well, he has a golf cart.
Fred has a golf cart. And
Or maybe just things with quieter things.
Don said he would go around stealing things from other people's property. Now remember,
Oh, there's so many things in this little piece here.
after Don checked the shed, according to Don, not me, my ass wasn't there. According to Don, he went to Fred's to find out if he knew anything. Fred failed to mention that Candace and Chad Arnold had been there. As we all know,
This bitch got so much shit fucked up.
as the wells turn, these stories have changed many times over the last 4+ years.
And he was on a golf cart and taking people's stuff from other people's property. I never said nothing till this point.
Yeah. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't want him to be lying and just trying to get out of jail, trying to work some kind of deal or something. That ain't cool at all.
He's been lying since day one.
But I don't trust him either, though. I don't.
3 months ago, I get this call from a stranger. They knew my address, my age, even what car I drive.
I've been up to his house several times trying to get answers, and he started talking about meth monkeys out in the woods and everything else, stirring me off in the wrong.
Fuck's a meth monkey. What the hell's a meth monkey? Does anyone know? What's a meth monkey?
I can't believe people watch this one, honest to God. I think everybody here throughout the years knows, for her to act this way, you know, how is this entertaining for you folks out there? Also, here locally, we refer to meth heads as meth monkeys too, not just the meth monkeys that got loose and all that shit either. Or, yeah, and Fred Main do a thing. She's not oblivious. Can't believe y'all watch this one. She's terrible. They all are, really, but this busts ass Candace.
I learn something new every day. What the hell is a meth monkey?
I'm sure you can find 500 other streams where she clearly knows what meth monkeys are and has mentioned them before. You know why they do that? Acting stupid or newly, whatever. So y'all participate, chat, bring up algorithms. So you're like, oh, it's this, that, and you comment, and then it brings up shit. Because y'all feel good in the correcting process and the helpful process, and oh, you're making the creator you admire aware. You see how it works? Don't be a global fuck stain for these idiots. Jesus Lord.
The hell is a meth monkey? Is Fred a meth monkey? What is a meth monkey? Let's find out. What the hell's a meth monkey?
I don't know if I believe that story. He probably ripped somebody off.
In that time, I
So rewind. I'm gonna not pause it for just a second.
think Fred got moved because his conversations with Ziggy were being recorded. He wasn't in danger. I mean, he's in there for just drug charges. Hell, no one in there is going to have a problem with that. No, I think that was punishment for his conversations with Ziggy getting put on the internet. At least that's what I was told.
Didn't want to come in.
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe that story. He probably ripped somebody off, is what it is. Fred Hill used to roam around. I'd get up, like if I got up at 2 o'clock in the morning or something and looking around, he'd be out on somebody's horse with a flashlight, riding around
That's
for
weird.
who knows what reason,
That's weird.
all night long. I caught him one time. I went to talk to him. I talked to him several times because
Now, see, he mentions the horses. It was just, and then at time, in the morning, he's failing to mention a whole lot there, though. But he's putting that in there for a reason, and leaving out a whole shit ton of stuff for a reason. It's kind of what they did. And the tones, man.
I thought he has to know something. I caught him on other people's property taking.
That tone right there. It's a dead giveaway. Don has this breathy, sudden babyish sort of thing about, oh dear. That tone, damn it. It ain't ever nothing good.
Taking stuff from other people's property.
Oh, that's what he's doing.
That. I hate that tone.
Fred Hill used to roam around. I'd get up, like if I got up at 2 o'clock in the morning or something and looking around, he'd be out on somebody.
Somewhere between 1 to 3. Dear Lord, on
His horse with a flashlight, riding around
That's
for
weird.
who knows
started to say walking, but riding around, about horses, with this.
what reason,
That's weird.
all night long. I caught him one time. I went to talk to him. I talked to him several times because
One time I caught him. One time I went to talk to him. Oh. See, you fucked up right there. You either caught him or you went to talk to him and you're part of it. But wait, if you said that you went to talk... What? Oh dear. Something's a little funky there.
I thought he has to know something. I caught him on other people's property.
Implying you caught him on other people's property after summer vanished. But you're saying you went to talk to him. I guess in case maybe you were seen. Or after certain things had been said. And came to your awareness. So you made sure to mention us online. Try to put it all off on Fred. Makes me wonder what the fuck you two are up to.
Taking stuff from other people's property.
Oh, that's
Oh dear. That tone. Couldn't take anything from the people's property. You know, just the tone he says in it. For those of us who know, we know. It's the tone. Yeah, I bet you did, big boy.
That's what he's doing on the horse thing with a flashlight.
Well, he has a golf cart.
Fred has a golf cart, and Don said he would go around.
So, what are people's property? When you come off your hill to talk to him, did you find him on there, Don? Taking stuff. Somewhere between like 1 and 3 after summer vanished. On something with a very quiet engine or otherwise, I don't know. Coming or going into the holler.
Stealing things from other people's property. Now remember, after Don checked the shed, according to Don, not me, my ass wasn't there. According to Don, he went to Fred's to find out if he knew anything. Fred failed to mention that Candace and Chad Arnold had been there. As we all know, as the wells turn, these stories have changed many times over the last 4+ years.
And he was on a golf cart and taking people's stuff from other people's property. I never said nothing till this point.
Yeah. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't want
Yeah, he never said anything until this point. Probably after certain others said things online. Or he became aware of certain things. Eventually. I'm gonna bet this little piece here did not go unnoticed by law enforcement feds. I believe that there were certain calls made, certain nights, right? Reports, that type of thing. Yep. Even down to them while I stood there with my little blue nails. Because they were cute. I mean, the little astronauts things. And, you know, I was just sleeping fine. I didn't think any of the phone calls took place. I know he didn't. Several occasions. He slept right through that shit. And I wasn't waking him up. So there's that. Anyway. But, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure those officers and others, if they hear this, they can not put it together. I'm sure they have long ago. Makes you wonder. Makes me wonder. Oh, the fucking right. Gravel, loose, chains, cameras, things. Now, I don't know about the rest, but I didn't hear about. I mean, where else do I come from and find Fred, like, you know, stealing things over, and then what? His prime suspect, he wasn't going to turn into law enforcement then for that? Nah, I don't know about the rest, but I didn't hear any of the rest saying they had missing shit up and down Ben Hill, right? And Don fucks up there. He says he went to see him, but then also he caught him. Yeah, I just, where, bro? Anyway, so it means something to me. It's little things like this. Certain people do say here on purpose There are little pieces everywhere. Many of them. There are all kinds of patterns and behaviors and stuff online. That throughout the years just sort of make a picture. Don't you just love how the dude with a criminal record in Utah includes aggravated burglary and I don't know, fucking with the civil servant and all it, much like Candace did and all it. He's like, oh, I caught Fred stealing. And on somebody else's property, when we went to the waves actually running. We got one about that woods and whatnot between what else? I don't know, man. It's hard to tell. And don't even get me started on all the horses of the way, way back and where they came and went after. So there's a reason certain people include certain things, believe a whole lot. Fuck out. Make sure to put them here as my, I don't know. Just behaviors, patterns. Some alien feds, I'm sure, pick up. Others, I worry they can't pick up without help. And that can only be if others come forward. There are pieces here. But sometimes they can only be picked up and start counting if others help. And there are pieces here, like I said earlier, to back others. If picked up. I hear so many little things like that. I know a lot of you do out in the community here. You catch on just fine. Sometimes they're even made afraid or intimidated or kept in place and fear with them, especially by these teams and creators that are devils themselves working for the worst. Whether it be themselves or fucking monsters or otherwise. But that piece, by the way, it's not hers, it's other ones that, she's just playing her best crap, but, it's been here for a mighty long time, and, as I know you've seen, all they do is, use all that to make their content and to destroy, and some to keep others in the darkness and silent. There's a whole lot of people banking on trying to purposefully keep Summer from being found, the truth from ever being known, others from hearing others, people from ever coming forward into real arrest. And I do mean banking in big bold lettering. And they will do anything. As I know you've seen. And are afraid of. Not just the one I'm talking to tonight, but all the rest that also I know watch and are aware that have yet to come forward. I hope at some point all come aware through at least this, that there are many of you. None of you are alone in what's happened. And has been for a very long time. None of you are alone. And all I can do is keep asking. Please, please come forward. For the one tonight, please go back to the agents, law enforcement, detectives you've already spoken to. Tell everything and tell the truth. Please. I know right now, especially, timing in the last, I don't know, month or two, right? I know how weird shit is picked up around everyone. Not just online. Even though it seems rather quiet here, right? It's not. I know in the real community and around real lives and an abundance of you all, things have been happening. And you're aware of it, just like a lot of us are aware of it. And a lot of us are taking it that way. Just because of patterns and cycles. Probably no coincidence that certain things are being done recently that were sent back and forth to make you all aware of. From certain creators. And those particular ones are probably and absolutely aware. And those like Ziggy's and others are fully aware. There's a couple of them who have been fully aware since very early on and have admitted to doing fuck shit, targeting people, for people, etc. Using their channels to this and others have been outed in front of the world, but it seems not to matter for doing some of the worst things in around Summer's case, online, etc. Rock, paper, scissors, Griff, Doug, false this and DCS that, Lady of the Nights, and then all these things. I know. We all know, even as locals. Problem is, some of this realm I know too is even confusing some of you all. Some of their lies and bullshit and twists are things you all have now taken and believe wrongly, or they have you all screwed up onto. I heard some of that today too. I was like, wait, what? No. No. So, you know. That's tragic. All of it is really. It's fucking atrocity. I understand you're afraid of any of these being set upon you in full tilt mode like there are others of us and have been for years. And I wish a great deal many around here locally would sort of understand that some of us letting some of it continue has been a very good way to show the world what these creators are doing. This well-organized criminal empire of bastards trying to destroy cases, law enforcement, justice, what they're doing in each and every case, and have been for years, even for Summers. Us being here is a good way to help law enforcement, feds, all the three letters, all the big boy places across the world. See how they function, see how they group, see how they connect, find their reams of data through all their means of communications, including on the ground with envelopes. Right, guys? Yeah. Crisscrossing of the LARPers jumping from political events to this Aaron crossing and making payments too during all these things, you know. It's been a good way to show others in and around cases they're trying to latch into and onto what they should be aware of, what they should avoid, what can happen, who the players are, how they're going to be done, treated. That it's not just the, bullhorns and others on the ground to watch out for, but little local shit stains who will always sign up and volunteer for dirty work and stalking in this area that judges, courts, law enforcement may not be aware of at first. Right? It's been a good way to show that to the world and for those who come through this place. Law enforcement, courts, people everywhere who view true crime and somehow drama on top of it as entertainment. What's really being done, how this realm's being used by criminal organizations across the world. It's been a good way to be a warning for others. There's not many this place and these creators have not managed throughout all the years they've been doing this, even before Summers. There's not many they've not managed to silence, make afraid, scare, set up, blackmail, terrify, and to go quiet. That way there's nobody speaking out against them. Nobody left to warn all the others. No voices loud enough. It's what they bank on. Right? Some of us, throughout all these years, long before Summers, there are enough in each and every case that can come together, that feds and others can see. They've been done this way by the same exact group, same investment teams. And then there are certain cases like Summers, similar even, to where it seems like these creators are working with the worst of the worst in order to absolutely ensure destruction at the request of and direction of, which don't look real good in the end. So I hope those others here locally listening understand. That some have remained for many reasons, but one of those being that some of us throughout many of these cases along the way are the best evidence and proof to get these people stopped so they cannot do what's being done for so very long, and to those like you all who are afraid to come forward. Can't be done anymore, hopefully, at some point. And it's stopped and changed. For the sake of our justice system, all these victims, survivors, fighters, witnesses, communities, so that change comes. But anyway, tonight, I just wanted to ask, because like I said very early on in this tonight, I'm sure word has passed through hours prior, and I'm sure the eyes or ears are on this. It will be enough to let the person I'm speaking to and others know, and to let them know enough so that they maybe feel a little safer and better coming forward, know they're not alone. There are a great deal many things that back them up, and I don't think they're necessarily thinking about things in quite the right way. Please don't be afraid of the monsters or the tragic events. Please trust the feds and Ellie. Please contact the agents and detectives you already spoken to. Explain why. I'm sure they will listen. And hopefully this helps the others know that there are indeed more, and that both of you, all of you, can help each other and hold things to back each other. For Ellie. And so that you are believed. I also held pieces. And back all of you. And then there are little pieces here to show potentially what's been done to all of you and what still is, especially lately and throughout all these years. I think combined it will be enough to make sure you are heard. Very well believed. And the keys and pieces and evidence all of you hold to count a hell of a lot. For summer, please take the risk. Please. Please help her light grow. The truth grow. More keys and pieces. Please. That's all I really have to say tonight, guys. For the rest of you out there listening, as always, please share the DV/Universal Hand Signal for Help. And please, as always, continue to share Summer's picture, information, and call her by her name. like our basic flyer, height, weight, basic info. And then, if you can, please include links to real information from real journalists, real law enforcement, real state police, real TBI, FBI, real investigative journalists, WJHL, WCYB, Rogers Rule Review, Bristol Herald Courier, Johnson City Press, Times News, Online, Times News, Kingsport Times News, and all those. Please never share tragedy pimp shit on any or from any social media platform. Please do not share talking head mass entertainment media. Just how I feel about it, but then again, some pieces do count, so you can determine that. Like, if it's real people talking and not tragedy pimps, yeah, okay. Please stick with those sources of information. Change out the links every now and then to different news articles, videos, etc. So that the right piece can hit the right eyes and ears at the right time and more keys and drop or whatever little things needed. Or I know it sounds wild, but it can even lead to the arrest or outing of the perpetrator's responsible. Even this many years later and always, that will remain true. So please keep sharing. Alright? And I'll tell you tonight, not only does that go for summer, please do that for every child, woman, person that's missing, murdered, that you see these tragedy pimps latching onto them, their case. The most tangible thing you can always do to help them and law enforcement is the same thing I'm asking you to do for summer. Just like Sebastian and Layla and Holland. And that's to turn away from true crime, tragedy pimps, well-organized criminal empire operating online and internationally and domestically, and turn away from it all. And share their pictures and real information. Help law enforcement. Help the victims, survivors, fighters, their families, their communities. Real news, real journalism, real justice. Anyway, y'all, enjoy a little speck in the vast cosmos and the dance of life.